Oh, hell. Oh, my God, brother. Oh, brother. Are we for real, dude?
Well, now to the race for New York City mayor, and the gloves are off between Democratic candidate Zoran Mamdani and former Governor Andrew Cuomo. Mamdani is on the defensive tonight after Cuomo attacked Mamdani for living in a $2,300 a month rent-stabilized apartment in Queens while earning more than $140,000 a year as a state assembly member. Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett is live tonight at City Hall with much more. NJ.
All right, Liz, let's face it.
I mean, it was inevitable that we would move on from socialism means no house to socialism means no apartment.
Mamdani would much rather talk about President Trump than get drawn into a political football game over his apartment in Queens. But it has left him with some explaining to do.
What? Bro makes $140K as a state assembly member, and he's living within his means. How is this even a story? This is even dumber than people being like, Hassan, you bought a home for yourself and your family, you goddamn hypocrite. Socialism means no house. I hope at a certain point people would just realize that none of these are real arguments. You're worse than him. Yeah, exactly. I am. I'm a much worse person than Zoran Mamdani, who is a 33-year-old Muslim socialist who's also currently getting attacked for his choice of living quarters. Very different. You're right. I agree. My favorite division now is no longer the people who are like, I love AOC and I hate Bernie, or I love Bernie and I hate AOC, which is very common. It's the, I love Zoran, I hate Hassan. He's just sucks so bad. It's just interesting to see the exact same lines of attack. People in chat saying 140K isn't a lot for New York. Yes, it is. But that being said, what is the argument from the media that he isn't paying enough for an apartment? Americans love living far beyond their means and living with no saving. Yeah, 140K is decent money for New York City. And it seems like he has a really good living quarters for $140,000. But like, how is that his fault? Like, he's literally running for mayor to fix the problem. like if this wasn't one of his policies, I get it. I get why you could be like, oh, dude, you literally are advocating for, I don't know, no rent stabilization whatsoever. And you living in a rent stabilized apartment. What a hypocrite. That makes sense. This literally wants rent stabilization. He's living his truth. It's crazy because, like, I know that $2,300 a month is a steal for New York, right? It's a steal for LA. Depending on how big the apartment is, it's probably a steal for New York. What is crazy is that $2,300 is a steal. That is crazy. This situation is fucked. We have to fix it.
I live rent-free in his head.
Zoran Mamdani says Andrew Cuomo doesn't get it and made no apologies for living in his rent-stabilized one-bedroom in Astoria, Queens, while earning $142,000 as a state lawmaker. Yesterday, the former governor, now campaigning as an independent, said Mamdani is gaming the system.
I think rent-stabilized units, when they're vacant, should only be rented to people who need affordable housing, not people like Zoran Mamdani. And I'm going to call it Zoran's Law because it's an abuse of the system.
Nearly 1 million apartments are rent stabilized, rates set by the Rent Guidelines Board. The median stabilized monthly rent is $1,375. Mamdani says his rent is $2,300. Cuomo is renting a market rate apartment in an East Side high-rise for $7,800.
What do we...
Oh, hell. Oh, my God, brother. Oh, brother. Are we for real, dude? Oh, my God. I can't wait for the dumb to chirp and be like, well, Andrew Cuomo is not a socialist, so he can be an awful asshole and we will like him because Zoran is a socialist. Zoran, Map Daddy, he's a socialist. We hate him.
Know about this policy proposal beyond the fact that it seeks to evict me from my apartment.
Unless you're wealthy, it's basically impossible to find or stay in a home that you can afford.
Mamdani won the Democratic nomination, squarely focused on affordability. He says he moved into his apartment when he made less than $50,000 and that he always intended to move out. But he opposes needs testing.
It is a larger question of how do we ensure that each and every New Yorker can live those same lives of 10, 20, 30, 40 years where they pay their rents and they know what their rent will be next year, what their rent will be.
I'm pretty sure he said he got the apartment before he was making 140K a year. At the time, he didn't even know it was rent stabilized. This is like getting mad at you for your home's value, presumably having gone up since you bought it. Okay, but people do get mad at me for my home's value going up since I bought it. Sometimes they just make shit up about the value of my home going up.
2 years from now.
Tenant advocates say needs testing is, quote, a backdoor plan to gut it, ensuring that the people who keep our city running, teachers, grocery clerks, delivery workers, nurses, get pushed out. Mayor Adams suggested Mamdani should live elsewhere, but blamed Cuomo for making it necessary.
He's complaining about who's in the apartments, and they are high-income earners. He was the one that created this.
And Mamdani continues to meet with the city's power brokers. The Association for a Better New York says theirs today was, quote, a productive first meeting. Live tonight at City Hall, NJ Burkett, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
4 years ago, Andrew Cuomo resigned in disgrace, and you probably know why.
The governor's office kept the nursing home death data secret.
Cuomo aggressively groped an aide.
Inappropriately touched a female state trooper.
Use of state resources for a COVID-19 memoir.
Less well known is what he spent the last 4 years doing, besides getting trounced in the Democratic primary. In 2022, Cuomo started Innovation Strategies LLC to represent individuals and corporations in a variety of matters. Definitely not vague. Last year, it raked in more than $500,000. Who paid for Cuomo's services? He refuses to say. But what journalists have been able to piece together is troubling. In April, Bloomberg revealed that Cuomo advised a cryptocurrency exchange based in the Seychelles as it faced federal investigations. Then in May, Politico reported that Cuomo failed to disclose $2.6 million in stock options to the New York City Conflicts of Interest Board. His excuse? The stocks were technically owned by Innovation Strategies LLC, of which he's the sole proprietor. Finally, in June, the New York Times uncovered that Cuomo had worked with his longtime friend Andrew Farkas on a luxury marina project in Puerto Rico. Farkas' previous partner on luxury marinas in the Caribbean, Jeffrey Epstein.
We had a finance chair like none other, Andrew Farkas.
That's the thing about Andrew Cuomo. Once you think you found out about all of his scandals, you find out about another, and then another, and then probably another. But if my friend, the disgraced former governor of the state of New York, feels that's unfair, Habibi, release your client list.